Hello everyone, this is Chris from Zooming Chan Productions, and today is a tutorial on how to do some frame by frame animation with flames and reference layers. Okay, first off, we opened up MOHO 12 Pro, so we need to start a new document. Go ahead and say this is car 2. Now let's first start off with the flame. So this flame by frame frame is going to be where the car is going to have the propulsion system. Let's work on our stage a little bit. So first go over to docking and check it. Then go over here to new layer, frame by frame. Call this flame. And let's go ahead and select the color. For this one, I'm going to select the blue. And on this canvas, I'm going to switch it right back to normal. On this canvas, I'm going to draw the oval shape. Redo it. So with the eraser tool, I'm going to just take chunks out of the shape. So looks like a flame now. Oops. I did not mean to do that. So let's continue on to reversing the flame. Don't know why it does that. That's so weird. Okay. We might have to go a little bit smaller in the brush. Okay. So next frame, I'm gonna just turn on the onion skin. And click off draw behind, and then duplicate this frame. Man, it's real difficult to talk today, so just keep on erasing. Now with all the flames and stuff that you see, well, hot air rises from the top. I'm doing it at 3 intervals, so that way we can have a somewhat janky animation per flame. Now we can start on reversing these frames. So what I want to do is just go to frame 3. Man, all these tongue twisters. And copy the shape. Now let's make a blank keyframe. Paste the artwork. Now let's go back to path 6 or frame 1. Copy. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Go back to frame 9 and then we can input the blank keyframe. So let's unlock this timeline. So we're gonna right click the frame, click cycle, and dock it back into place. Now let's see the animation. That's a little bit what I want. So let's work on it. So we can get our eraser tool and start erasing some of these things that we created. Go to frame 6, do the same thing, just continuously scrub through the timeline. And let's also adjust the interval to about 1 now. Why I do that is because I want to add in a duplicate frame, so that way I can just fine tune the flame. Let's send one more. Let's see how that looks. That's a little bit better. Let's fine tune it. So let's go back to frame 3 and then let's start doing the same things. You got to know about flames is that they're not kind of like any material, they're gases, so they're randomized. So with that said, everything that we are doing right now is completely random for flames or for fire. That's a little bit better. That's what I want. Okay. Let's save this document. And then let's put the origin point down here by the base of the flame. Let's hide that for right now. Let's work on our car. So go back to frame 0. Turn off this onion skin. Let's go ahead and make a group selection called this car 1. Turn this into a bone layer. So right click, convert to bone. Let's call this body. Then let's go with a futuristic car design. So I'm thinking of F16 mixed in with car design, so let's do that. Gray color. Let's minimize this window. Get rid of this window too. Click and drag on the canvas. Turn on the grid. Control G. It's so that way I can control the points better. Lower these points. And then let's add some points. So with most F16 fighter jets out there, they're aerodynamic. So will this. So let's add in a couple sharp ones. So let's create the dorsal fin. I don't know what it's called on the real airplane, but anyway, you get the gist of it. Let's lower the nose a little bit. I'm just getting the area ready for the body. Now let's add in the windows. Let's touch will that. And create the fourth point here. Select these 4 points. Create the shape. Open up the styles window. And then let's minimize this window. Get rid of the thread. Control G on the keyboard. And let's adjust these points. I'm just making sure there's nothing weird on the timeline. I keep noticing it. So that's what I want to see. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this flame into the car layer 1. I know that it doesn't look like anything right now, just two shapes, just bear with me. Hide this flame right now. Let's work on the reference layer and create a new shape. Call this jet. Call this jet. And let's look at this color. I don't know why it does that. It's a goofy system. There we go. Let's go over to the shirt. And then let's look a different color for the shirt. Something a little bit darker. Good. Create an oval shape. Deselect the points. Curvature. See on the keyboard. Sharpen these points. Sharpen these points. Make sure this is rounded. And the reason why I'm doing this way is because I'm going to have about three of these things going on, rotating and stuff on the car itself. So let's add in some points. Let's actually sharpen these points. It's actually casting a flex in the shape. That's what I don't want to see. Select these points, create a shape. Let's select this metallic color. So after we had made the master reference layer, we can go ahead and put the origin point right here for the jet. Now let's duplicate this about 3 times. Click in the reference layer. So let's name them. This front. Back. I need to learn how to use my computer keyboard. Sorry guys. And this one will be a little front. Yeah. Okay, and then the last one, I'm going to be labeling it as a green color. That's just for me to distinguish what it is. So let's remove this on top of everything else. Okay. And then let's also readjust this jet engine to where it needs to be. And let's also offset this body layer accordingly. So this backdrop is gonna be behind the body, so I'm gonna just do something like this. There we go. These will be kind of the same size. Let's shrink this a little bit. There we go. And this front one, we're gonna just be placing it up here. Shrinking it. So that the way it looks like it's also doing that too. Let's also to make this frame by frame a master too. So we're gonna color code this as orange. There you go, I'm back. So let's duplicate this 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. So let's actually put this into group layer. Group with selection. So let's call this little j, little friend j. So that way I can distinguish what type of layer this is, so that when I come looking for it, it's easier to see. So let's also grab this guy and then drag it down here. Do the same thing now. Put it into a single group. Call this front. Yeah. Let's also make it turquoise too. And the last flame, I am having too difficult time pronouncing that today. Oh my. Back to okay, this will be our master control, so it does not need to render, it does not need to exist. Except let's also do adjust the size of this flame. It's just so much easier this way than to do the harder way of doing every single last one. Let's grab this front one and then no, let's see. This flame should be behind this one. So I'm just trying to get it inside the parameters of this box. So after that one's done, we can work on the pro one now. So the same thing goes for it too. So this flame has to be underneath the jet. Just like that. And this last one, it just has to be underneath this jet engine. So I'm gonna hide the front one for right now. Center it as best as I can. Well, let's play this out. Actually, that looks pretty good. Except it looks stationary and bland. So let's go back to frame 0. Oh yeah, that's easy. So we're gonna just be making a smart bone. So over here, to click and drag in the bone layer. Pretty much everything will be controlled by this bone. So we'll call this jet rotation. We're gonna do two things. Adjust this bone strength. No bone strength whatsoever. Ankle constraint 0 and the 90. And so since this rig is not like complicated like a 3D movement, we're gonna be cheating a little bit. We're going to create a smart bone action called the same thing as the bone here. Rotate this bone. And then let's rotate the masters. So on frame 1, we're going to rotate the jets this way. I wonder why it's doing that. Bear with me for a second. Oh, it's on there. So just working out. I wonder why. And just continuously just this one. Now for this one, it's going to be slightly more complicated. Just go ahead and wonder if it will do it. I'll grab the rotation, so they won't grab the position. That's because I already coordinated earlier about where the jet is going to happen. That's okay, we can go back through each flame now and adjust this accordingly. So we're gonna just adjust this flame. Reshow this one. The little jet, I'm gonna position this one into its own thing. So let's go out to the main timer and test our new rig on frame 0. So there we go. That's the stuff. Let's see. Also too, I also want to make a smart bone action just for the flame itself, so we can undock this timeline for right now to see where our lovely flame will end. So it looks like on frame 12, so we can redock this. And the reason you want to do this is because using the reference layers is because this type of rig is not possible with just a simple click. You would have to spend a lot more time rotating each thruster into its own place. Let's get rid of that keyframe. Only on the master, of course. Okay. So that will prevent this from moving all by itself. Now I'm going to remain silent for a bit so that I can work on this car. Second smile button. Sorry. Oh. I messed up. Hold on. Do. Alrighty. So let's do a quick animation with our new car. So we'll put this back into its place. Just like so. Save the document, of course. So of course I want to have this thing floating. So let's minimize this real fast. Create a keyframe on frame 1. And create a keyframe on frame 12. Then let's cycle this real fast. Just make it absolute 2. The reason why it stops is because it's trying to there's that right after the frame code, there's no other frames to be spoken up to. So let's real fast conduct this real fast. I'm gonna redock it. It's also to make keyframes for these bones. Go on frame 24, do the same thing. Make key cycle 2. Oh, I just forgot. I should also make a circle for this one too. So that way it looks like it's doing this motion constantly. So if you can see here, you can see our little car plane just floating with its hovering engines on. It's pretty cool. And then on frame 72, we can go ahead and start. Oh, this way. We can make a keyframe for the jets. Then on frame 84, we can rotate them. So if you have animation just like this and you want to demonstrate how you turn the jets, this in theory will work on characters such as humanoids, animals with multiple limbs. But this is a simple way to do reference layers without knowing anything about reference layers. But it looks pretty good. You can put in a looping background to it and call good. I think the flames look pretty awesome myself. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching today's tutorial on how to do frame by frame and reference layers. I use them both effectively. Yay! I did something that doesn't look like a 5-year-old did it. But anyway, hit the like button for me. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe for new tutorials and cartoons. And if you're wanting a tutorial, just hit me up on YouTube here. and I'll oblige your request on how to do animation. Although I'm not heavily skilled like a Disney animator, I don't know how to do a full head rotation. Don't even ask. I'll figure that out one of these days. But until then, keep animating and see you next time. Bye.